President Donald Trump's plans regarding tax cuts. Based on the latest developments as of February 19, 2025, Trump has been pushing to extend the tax cuts from his 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, TCJA, which are set to expire at the end of 2025. These cuts primarily lowered individual and corporate tax rates, increased the standard deduction, and expanded the child tax credit. Among other provisions, recent news indicates that House Republicans, with Trump's backing, have advanced a budget plan that includes up to $4.5 trillion in tax cuts over 10 years. This plan aims to make the 2017 tax cuts permanent, while also incorporating some of Trump's newer campaign promises, such as eliminating taxes on tips, Social Security benefits, and overtime pay. However, there's ongoing debate within the Republican Party about how to handle the fiscal impact. The Congressional Budget Office estimates that extending the 2017 cuts alone could cost around $4.7 trillion over a decade, and additional proposals could push the total deficit impact to between $5 trillion and $11 trillion. According to the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, Trump has expressed support for the House's approach, which bundles these tax extensions with other priorities like border security funding, over a Senate plan to split the agenda into two bills. The House plan also proposes $2 trillion in spending cuts to offset some of the cost. Those specifics on where those cuts would come from remain unclear, except for notable tension over potential Medicaid reductions, which Trump has recently said he won't touch. Trump. Tax cuts to include 100% expensing for new U.S. factories. Published on February 19, 2025. Based on this and the latest available information as of today, February 19, 2025, here's what I can tell you about this development. President Donald Trump has proposed extending and expanding the tax cuts from his 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, with a new addition, allowing 100% expensing for the construction of new factories in the United States. This policy would enable businesses to immediately deduct the full cost of building new manufacturing facilities from their taxable income, rather than depreciating those costs over time. The goal, as Trump has framed it, is to incentivize domestic investment and boost U.S. manufacturing, aligning with his broader economic agenda of bringing jobs and production back to American soil. This proposal fits into the larger House GOP budget plan, which Trump has endorsed, calling for up to $4.5 trillion in tax cuts over a decade. Alongside the factory expensing measure, the plan includes making the 2017 individual and corporate tax cuts permanent, eliminating taxes on tips, Social Security benefits, and overtime pay, and now this significant incentive for industrial growth. The 100% expensing idea builds on a previous TCJA provision that allowed temporary full expensing for certain business investments like equipment, but extending it specifically to new factory construction marks a targeted push for industrial redevelopment. Economically, this could lower the upfront cost of building factories, potentially spurring job creation and capital investment in the U.S. However, critics like those from the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget might argue it adds to the already hefty $5 trillion to $11 trillion deficit impact projected for the broader tax package, depending on how it's offset. Supporters, on the other hand, could point to posts on X, suggesting this is part of a revived industrial revolution in America, reflecting optimism about its potential to reshape the economy.